Welcome to the Random Hour. As usual, I am Kyle, and I'm joined by Devin of More Sports. And today we have back Carossmo.
Hello.
Alrighty, Devin, would you like to get us started off?
Yeah, Carossmo, thank you for coming back. Not only
Oh no.
have we all met before and had a little powwow, what?
Nothing.
What?
I think you froze for a few seconds.
No, you absolutely did.
Oh, so
Froze?
yeah.
Well, the video Riverside had captured my frozen face. I am frozen. I can see it. Anyway, as long as we can all hear me. Thank you for coming back. Obviously, we must have did a good job the first time we met. It's great to have you. You're our first official guest. Kyle, hit the trumpet. Come on, hit the sound.
We have a trumpet?
Hit the sound
You guys
effect.
have
Come on. Yeah, buddy. That's better than I thought.
Oh no, there's like 15. I'm like, there's more though. There's like 15 more seconds of that. I hope you know that.
Oh, God, no! I just wanted something quick. Oh, it's not as bad as when we were filming the Invincible episode, and all of a sudden, boom!
You got transitions?
Welcome to Riverside FM, and I'm like, cool. I thought I was on the Random Hour, a prestigious podcast, not Riverside FM.
Oh, you guys watched also Invincible, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, have you caught up?
The Conquest battle, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were gonna do a season 2, and then we finally got to it after how many years, Devin?
Hey, it was a couple months. I caught up. I mean, I knew what was happening because I read the books, but I caught up.
Yeah, I'm so curious about the comics because I don't have access to that. I mean, I don't want to get spoiled though.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. The conquest fight in the comics was way better in the comic books than it was TV show. It was kind of a letdown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought that monologue about him saying, "I'm so lonely" was added in the animation version. Or was that in the
Yeah.
comics as well?
No, not really. In in my opinion, the comic version, he was kind of more like Thanos in a sense, from like the MCU standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of like that. The TV show, I guess they were trying to make him sound like, oh, hey, I'm like this conqueror. I'm so lonely. And then he sat there and blew Mark a kiss in space. So I guess my man likes Mark. I don't know. It was kind of scary.
Yeah, I've just been hearing a lot of memes about it, especially for Oliver.
Yep. He's taller now. I've been absolutely bombarding Tevin with just random Invincible memes.
I
There's
mean,
too many.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as bad as the Shrek meme, not the Shrek memes, the Grinch memes. I'm like, oh god, I'd rather have Conquest than the damn Grinch memes.
I listen. Sometimes I just send you random things to check to see if you're checking your messages, and it's like the most bizarre things. And then when I get a call, like, dude, what did you just send me? I'm like, I did its job. I don't know either, but you had to witness it too, so.
No, over here in the States, I guess the ongoing trend with Conquest is to make them thick with 2 C's, and I'm like, okay, I didn't need to see that in my retina.
Yeah. Yeah, it's based on the Omni-Man meme, so. Oh yeah, that's the other one. That one's gotten really popular again. Are you sure? And then
Never understood it at first. I was like, why? There are people asking this in the comments. Like, oh, it's that deadpan. Are you sure from Omni-Man? Okay.
oh yeah.
You guys were talking about Friends a while ago. What did you say about talking about this episode? Did you guys rewatch?
One more time?
It was. You guys were talking about Friends a while back.
Oh, Friends, because you made a Friends comment because it had said Ross right on the screen.
Yeah. So I offered to change him to Chandler, and
That would have been perfect. Except it would have been a female Ross then.
I mean, I don't think I could pull off a Chandler. I think I'm more of a Phoebe guy.
explain.
Yeah, see, Smelly Cat. Only I could sing the great tune of Smelly Cat.
Do it.
We both know that I cannot do it because Megan will be like, "What are you doing at 12:46 at night?"
All right.
Listen, I know out of the two of us, the one that has access to Smelly Cat is me.
Oh, you have a literal cat with you?
Somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's right. You didn't have
Looney yet.
yeah, last time we interviewed.
Yeah, so that's been a fun addition because every once in a while I'll be recording and all of a sudden just like she'll pop up and just
Oh.
like stare at the screen or just like sit in the screen. And then there's one episode of Popcorn Buckets where I'm just like talking, and all of a sudden I'm home alone. So I just feel like a hand on my shoulder, and I turn, and it's just a little cat paw. And I'm just like, can I help you?
They want attention. I've actually experienced that babysitting cats. We had office cats when in my old cafe job. So it's a black and a white. No, it's a black and an orange cat. The
Mhm.
black one, he likes to hunt. The
Yeah.
orange one, he likes to be cradled like a baby. So they're brothers, but the other one, the black one, likes to explore, and he's not supposed to because he's supposed to be inside the office at all times. Because if he ever gets out, he might get lost. And he was just, I don't know, really young. So he likes to explore, trying to fight other cats in the street. So like, no, get back here. Although
Oh,
since
yeah.
we were in a cafe, there's a kitchen, right? So we found out that the chefs actually give this cat luxurious food, and the chefs themselves don't even have that kind of food for themselves, but the cat gets like, I don't know, really expensive. So I was like, you guys, you're pampering this cat. No wonder he's getting heavier.
I don't know. Luna was like super skinny, not food driven when we first got her. She's getting a bit chunky. She's like, she'll get mad at me if I don't feed her on time.
Oh yeah, they do that. It's like you
Oh yeah.
haven't fed them in like, I don't know. They've just been fed for an hour and they're like meowing at you. Like, didn't I just feed you guys?
Okay. Yeah, I know. She has really bad like separation anxiety because we got her, and I was like, we were gonna get a kitten, and then all of a sudden I saw this cat,
Oh,
terrified to leave the kennel, and so we got her, and she was doing okay. She was very slow to acclimate. My girlfriend's like, "Oh, let's block off the couch so she'll explore more." I was like, "I don't think this is a good idea. I just really don't think this is a good idea." And then we lost the cat. Turns out she got in a hole in the wall,
oh,
and we had to get her cut out. And now she is like joined at my hip. Right now she's in the bed with I think Hannah, but she's like joined at my hip. She gets really upset if I'm late from work a couple minutes because she'll wait at the door, and she'll come to the time she thinks you normally will come to. Normally it's a little bit off, and she'll get there, and then she'll get mad that you're not there at that exact time.
yeah,
She'll
it's
just yeah.
entertaining, yeah. Especially if they want to be, the main character being like in front of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes on my laptop when I feel like it, or in my chair. And they're like, "You're not working today. Give me my seat back."
I've been lucky so far with recording, but for the longest time when we first had her, she was super vocal and would just scream at me.
Why?
Oh yeah, when
That's just how she communicated. She would just scream at me, be like, and I'm like, "What do you want?" And she's like, "Ah!" And my girlfriend's like, "Why did she do this with you?" And I was like, "I don't know." According to the internet, she thinks I'm a very big cat.
Have you
So
guys ever given her one of those pads where they have buttons they could press to tell what they want?
we have not. I don't know if we should give her that power though.
what?
Yeah.
Like, I think they'll press a button saying "pet me" or something, and when you're going to, they're gonna press another button saying "no."
I don't know. Her new thing is she'll come. If I'm sitting on the couch, she'll come and just stare at me, and just like, and it's like, can I help you?
Imagine having more than one cat. Wouldn't that be fun?
So we tried, and we got my friend's cat, and we are like, he can't have any pets right now because he just moved.
Oh.
And they're very similar, but she is absolutely autistic.
Hmm.
And so I was like, well, there's something wrong with this cat. They don't get along, which is awful because they're so similar and they would really enjoy playing with each other. But my friend's cat just does not like Luna, and it makes Luna so depressed. But this little cat's autistic, and I'll hear thump 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 because she runs with her arms out like this,
Oh,
and then she'll chase her tail, and then she's got one eye that goes this way and that goes this way,
oh
and
my!
there's not much thought between those eyes.
Who knows that at all?
She's a stinky little girl, but we really wanted to find her a good home because we couldn't keep her. We haven't had any luck. Yeah.
Now we're back to the smelly cat conversation.
Oh yeah.
Listen, at least you don't have a cat butt in your face. There's been a couple videos where I've been scarred while recording, and she'll just hop on Kyle's lap, and I'll just see cat butt straight in my face, and I'm like screaming of terror.
It's better than what Luna does to me sometimes. There's some times where Luna will run up to me, toot, and then run away. And I'm like, why are you doing this? She's done it to me at least twice.
They got a mind of their own.
Yeah. She'll just run up to me, crop dust, and then run away. Like, hee 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 hee.
I think they do it on purpose. I'm not even sure, but I think they do it on purpose. No, I've had cats in front of my face before.
I know for a fact she did it on purpose the other day. I know the other night it could have been an accident because it definitely scared her too. So yeah, it was mid jump, and then she was like, "Oh, what was that?"
Well, so guys, what are your other plans after this one? Anyway, like, you guys have more interviews after?
Not tonight. Devin, you'll be able to tell them more.
Yeah, later this week, which later this week we've got another indie cosplayer, and in fact, I think
We got Thursday.
yeah, we got an author Thursday. No, I thought it was a cosplayer Thursday. Yeah, I thought we were interviewing a cosplayer Thursday.
I'm fairly certain it's an author.
Can you tell we've done a bunch of interviews lately? We're getting them all mixed up. We're like, somebody's popping up.
Spreadsheet.
I'm telling you.
I wrote questions for the wrong person.
Did you?
Well, at least we got questions done.
No, we've done.
The wrong person. That's who.
Was it supposed to be for?
Well, the one I wrote for was a serial killer novelist. It's supposed to be for a cosplayer. I don't think those are the same thing though. Just a hunch.
I mean, I think it would have been great if we'd been like, so in your book in chapter 1, what made you want to write about them killing somebody with a tree branch? I just dressed up like Spider-Man. I see. So you didn't write a serial killer book? No. Wrong person. Wrong set of questions.
Oh yeah.
But no, later this month, let me actually re-pull it back up. Later this month, we've actually done our first VTuber.
Oh.
Which, that was pretty dope. Let me see when old Apollo Chew's coming out.
April 20th.
Yeah, okay, so Apollo Chew is coming out then this month. Dude, it was so cool. And with Riverside. We had, so Apollo Chew is a VTuber that's not Pikachu. I'm drawing a blank. What's the first evolved form of Pikachu?
A Pichu?
Pichu, yeah. She's a Pichu, and she talks about Canada and U.S. politics. It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then we've got a couple of voice actors. Do you know my dear friend Nokatan?
Me or Devin?
You.
I haven't heard yet.
So it's a really brain rot anime about a girl who's a deer, and then her friend is like the straight man in the comedy, where she's like, "Why are we doing what is happening?" And it's pretty funny. We got her to come on by some miracle, and me and her talked about chickens for about 20 minutes.
It was 30. It was 30. Yeah, it was about 25 minutes. I'm over here because I had the show in Tipped and the new stuff that I'm posting on my TikTok, so I couldn't make it. So
Wait,
I couldn't make.
You guys talked about chickens for 25 minutes?
He sure did. He carried a conversation for 25 minutes because I went in to edit the video and I was like, golly. I went back and rewound. I was like, how long they talked about chickens? I timed it 25 minutes on the dot. I was like, only Kyle can create a podcast episode about chickens.
That's what I went to school for, Devin.
How you can lay chickens, how you can feed the chickens.
It wasn't like that.
Let me continue. How you feed the chickens. If you feed the chickens this grain, they'll be this big. If you feed them this grain, they'll be little. And
we didn't talk about that.
And the boy chickens grow a big rooster.
We did talk about a lot about roosters.
Yeah. And if it's this egg, it's okay. And no, Devin, Chickens do not always lay chicken eggs. We've had that conversation off screen, Kyle and Megan, because I was terrified that I was cooking baby chickens.
Oh, well, I mean, oh man, you guys would not enjoy that balut. There's a Philippine food called balut, but even I don't like this personally because it's an egg. And when you crack it open, it's like a half-developed chick, and you
Okay.
drink the soup. Yeah, I know. I don't like it either. All right, but yes, balut, Balut. Apparently, even I don't like it. Look at
You
them. He's
drink it?
soup of it. I don't even.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't eat it personally. I see, well, people around me do. I'm like, no thanks, guys. That already looks like a half alive chick. No thanks. I know. I know. Isn't it worse? It's a delicacy.
I am interested to know like how far in the developmental process because the inside of an egg. Devin, we finally did it. The inside of the egg has a little nucleus and the like filament to where it will feed the chick inside of the egg, and it will slowly like get bigger and more developed. There has to be a period before it really starts getting bones that you would have to be able to do that.
Yeah. I don't know how they do it here. If you guys want to research it.
Oh, I'm doing that right now as we speak because I have so my uncle's second wife, she's from the Philippines, and I have a great aunt that's also from the Philippines, and I've never heard of this dish.
Really?
Yeah, so they must also be scarred.
Yeah.
I'll get Megan to make it for you for date night.
No, 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 I will be scared.
Megan will be scared. She'll tell me no. I know that for a fact.
What did you find?
Oh, I found it. Oh,
See?
oh, oh my God, Kyle. Kyle, bro, yeah, you can tell, dude. They keep it inside the eggshell,
Yep, I figured that part.
dude. I don't mean to be rude here, but yeah, I wouldn't eat this neither.
See? I also live here and I don't. I don't know how people are eating this thing like, delicious. So like, no, don't.
Yeah, I'm also gonna pass on that actually.
Oh, did you look it up too?
Yeah, now I'm recovering by looking at a picture of a duck. It's a mallard.
I cannot stare away at this. And
Mm-mm.
when I go to work in the morning, I might just pull this up on my board. Be like, today I'm scarred. You will be scarred today, class. Have chicken egg.
There's no way that there's not bones in that.
Oh, I know. That's like I'm like, there's gotta be bones.
Are the bones soft? Is that what's going on?
I haven't tried it myself, so I wouldn't know. I
Devin, I
wouldn't.
think you need. Devin, absolutely think you need to take one for the team.
I'm not taking one for this team here. You know, you and me are usually pretty brave about eating stuff, and that's a no for me, dog. That's a big no.
On April 10th, 2015, patrons Mayor Jamie C. Medina collaborated with the Center of Culinary Arts (CCA) Molina and the History Channel to attempt to set a record for the world's largest serving of balut in, I may pronounce this wrong, Petros, Metro Moline. The CCA chefs headed by Tristan and Carcion prepared 1,000 pieces of balut into an abdo dish that recorded to have a weight of 117.5 kilograms, resulting in the dish enjoyed by the townsfolk as symbolic poodle fight with tables topped with banana leaves stretched along the Marshall Street.
Yeah, that's
So there was a Guinness World Record for it.
You know, I remember when this podcast started off. You know, we talked about UFOs and exploding genital candles and bringing on guests where we talked about tuning up duck tails and singing the song to. I guess now we're eating ducks and chickens. This is not how I thought the year would go for me.
Well, to quote the internet, that's a whole lot of chickens.
Speaking of chickens, did you guys hear about this incident with Minecraft movie with the chicken
Oh
Johnny
my
trend?
god!
Oh yeah,
Oh my god, Kyle, you've seen the movie, and
yeah.
Yeah, how is the movie? I haven't seen it.
It's surprisingly better than I thought. I will admit I was on the hype train that it was not going to be good. I thought it should have been animated at first. No, they actually did really well.
Mm.
The built set were actually really good.
I saw this. It was great.
The comedy was actually fairly well delivered. It went surprisingly well.
I remember Jack Black being very adamant about it, saying that this is like a Jumanji thing, and he was really strong about how that's the atmosphere that he wanted for this movie. Well, yeah,
Hmm.
it didn't turn out so bad. I mean, I
Yeah.
actually think it's not bad. Although I
Oh
just
no, it's really good. I will I fully admit I was wrong. I really enjoyed it. Fun for the whole family.
hmm. But the
Would
chicken
you
jockey
say
thing,
would you say you give it 5 lava chickens out of 5?
Sure, Devin.
I don't even go ahead.
Just just I demand to make sure the eggs stay visible the entire time though.
I will not cook the eggs, don't worry.
Okay.
wait,
Okay.
why not the eggs? Why?
Well, here's my thing. As soon as that movie came out, what was it? 2 weeks ago? Yeah, 2
Hmm.
weeks ago that movie came out. And that Monday, the kids were all in class screaming, lava chicken," and
Okay,
blasting
that
all.
song will get stuck in my head, but I will say I'm gonna take the brains of it for a minute.
Go.
One thing that I do hate about the movie, and I'm fairly certain is a primarily American thing, is how the theaters are being treated because it's so popular and they're like trashing the theater and they're like
Oh, that's
tormenting the people at the movie theaters.
I've heard them bring a live chicken in the theater. That's what I heard.
I did not know about that chicken fact.
Yeah, because there is this one specific moment where, yeah, they were recording that scene with the chicken jockey from the film, and I think everybody started throwing confetti, popcorn, and there's this guy doing the literal chicken jockey with him sitting on top of another person, but holding a chicken, a literal live chicken. I don't know how they even got that chicken in the theater, all right? I was surprised. What's funnier about that scene in particular is like there are several angles of it. Like there's a
Hmm.
one video showing the guy holding the live chicken in the theater front view, and then there's one from the back and one from the side and the other side. I was like, what? So how
What a
many
full
people were there?
360.
Yeah,
I don't. I did not know about that, but I do know that they keep having so many complaints because people keep talking during the movie, and so if it's somebody's first time watching the movie, and they're just somebody's quoting the entire movie, and it's almost the entire theater. Popcorn's thrown
yeah,
everywhere.
that one's not acceptable. I know the
Yeah.
kids were having fun, but the poor workers, man, come on, they already
Oh
have
yeah.
wage, so why make it worse for them?
I
Well,
just
not
want
just that. The workers, they'll people will come up to the counter and they'll make the same Minecraft jokes to them over and over. I've seen a couple TikToks where it's the movie workers like, hey, listen, I get it, you're going to see the Minecraft movie, but I hear the same joke. You definitely think you're funny, but I promise you, it's not funny when you've heard the same chicken jockey joke 5,000.
Imagine getting PTSD over chicken jockey.
I know.
I
I think
mean,
some actor quit their job after they worked in theaters. Like, no more. Quit. There was one
Yeah.
YouTuber I saw, but here I don't think it's that rowdy. It's kind of quiet, I think, or at least I don't hear any news from the Philippines where they did that. Which, thank God.
Oh no, this is definitely an American thing because
Oh, sure.
I remember in game it was really bad because when I went to go see in game in theaters, there were several people just like quoting the movie and talking through it the entire time, and it's like a packed theater. And then I don't know this black woman, but I am so grateful for her because she looked over at this child and goes, "Shut the hell up." And the kid went just like all the he just went pale and stopped talking, and I'm like, there goes my hero.
The power.
Hmm.
well, I hear, my in-game experience, everybody was just screaming at like the high points, and I'm like, okay, we get it. Hush, I'm trying to focus. And then for the for Detective Pikachu, because me and my brother Caleb, who he's a Pokemon fan, and he stays kind of up to date with it, and I still lost track in 2010, and so, Detective Pikachu, family movie. We went on open night. There's a bunch of kids playing Pokemon Bingo, and I'm sitting there at the screen. I'm like, I don't know who this is, and they're like, that's Pandamon. I'm like, thank God.
And the
They're like, there's Apom. I'm like, thank God, I got this child dictionary here with me because I don't know who these are.
oh man, here's the thing. I remember my dad dragged me into a birthday party of his friend, and while I was there, a bunch of kids were in their room. Well, I think the kids just wanted to stay in that room for a while. They were watching the Pokemon anime from Gen 6. You know, let me think. Was it the Delphox one? Yeah, the Fennekins, the Chespin ones, the Brokey, those starters. And at some point, they left their room, and I was in the living room by the sofa. I was playing with my 3DS at the time. I was playing Auras, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. You guys actually played, Gen 3.
Yes.
And the kids were on their tablet, right? Or their iPad or something. At some point later, they stopped and they started staring at me and my 3DS. It's like they've never seen a 3DS before. And they're like, oh, it's Pokemon. And in my 3DS screen, it's Charmander. And they're like, who's that? Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. They don't know
Oh,
who
no.
Charmander is. It hurts me. So you guys only know Pikachu, huh? Yeah.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. So one of the students at my school, she collects a bunch of hats, and she's like, "Morning, Coach Dale," and I'm like, "Morning," and she was wearing this like badass Pokemon Pikachu hat. It was Pikachu up front. It was a black cap with Pikachu on the front, but on the sides, it was like neon yellow and lightning bolts were going aside. The side of the hat. And I was like, I respect that hat. I kind of want that hat. Let Coach Dev hold that hat for $5.
Was it?
No, it's probably like 20 or $30 in American dollars. But you got to respect the game.
Yeah,
But
kids these days don't know. Yeah, it was like sad.
oh,
I
but
had to.
speaking of Pokemon, Charisma, have you been playing the what's it called? I want to make sure I say the right Pokemon name for it. The
Scarlet.
Pokemon.
Are you
No,
saying that because you got Pachanrom?
no, the Pokemon game, the Pokemon trading card game. Yeah, Pokemon Pocket. Have you played that?
Oh, yeah, I'm actually in level 23 in that thing. Why? You guys want to add each other?
You're level
See, I
23.
Yeah, I'm only 23. I haven't actually been playing it for a while. I didn't
Never
want to
mind.
get too addicted.
I'm a
see.
level
That's why I
20.
haven't started it because I know I'm gonna get addicted.
Yeah, see, my friend was trying to convince me, and I mean, not really trying to convince me, more of keep showing me the cards that he's getting. It's like all the rare ones, and then
Mhm.
he just wants to brag about it. It's like I get it. It's rare. It's an EX card. I don't.
I know a bunch of my coworkers were playing it around Christmas, and they're like, "Kyle, you are the biggest nerd out of all of us. You should absolutely play." And I was like, "No, no, no. I promise you, that's the last thing you guys want because I will absolutely be addicted."
Yeah,
I'm
the
trying to
white screen.
see.
Yeah, I know.
Wait,
So
that
so
is
bright.
really that is that is.
Hold on, let me go get my sunglasses, Devin.
Like,
There we go. So this
ooh,
is a shiny Drill because the shiny pack just came out, and I just pulled that, and I'm
lucky.
like, ooh,
I've never gotten the shiny pull from that shiny pack yet. So far,
really?
not yet for some reason.
Uh, then
Let me
I'm gonna,
try. Let me check. I'm playing now.
and then I got a shiny Rolla.
Lucky.
Kyle's like, shiny pack? I want to play with the shiny pack.
I'm wondering if this is my sign to actually download the game.
Kyle's gonna be up later. Kyle's gonna be texting me tomorrow. I started the game. I have all the shinies. I have
I'm also now level 50. Dude, I left you for like 8 hours. How are you level 50? I am very dedicated to be the
50,
very best, like no one ever was.
level 50. Where? Pocket?
I don't know yet. Let's see.
like
Where?
I just
Oh no,
leveled
I
up
was making a
the
joke.
artwork.
Sorry.
If you're talking about Pokemon Go, then okay.
Oh no, I have been playing Pokemon Go since it came out. I started day one, and I was told that if anybody was going to catch a real life Pokemon, it was going to be me.
Oh,
Because anytime I was off work at my old job, I was playing Pokemon Go, and they're like, "Kyle, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm playing Pokemon Go. I got a Squirtle."
Yeah, well, speaking of Squirtle, this is probably my favorite card in my collection, actually.
which one? Wow, I got a fat Wiggly. That's adorable.
This is probably my favorite card right here.
Oh, that's pretty. The Squirtle.
Aw.
Yeah. I can't show in mine. My camera's off.
This is a new obsession. This is, I don't know, I'm just like, I'm like you, Charisma. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pull a pack, and the kids know I play. So like, one kid will sit right beside me, be like, "Coach, you want to go pull a pack of cards before we leave?" I'm like,
It's so fun.
I was like, yeah, and it's just
Out of curiosity, are you able to like scan your real life Pokemon cards
No.
into? I heard
But
somewhere that you could.
I love that. I mean, I hope you can do that someday because I don't think these cards are similar to the physical ones.
Yeah. I heard someone say that they had it, but I didn't think they actually did.
Is that here?
y'all are gonna be jealous. I pulled this on the very first day. Actually, this was my first legendary that I pulled. Like after day one of just playing at level 2.
Have you ever pulled a golden card yet?
No, I haven't.
Actually, I have.
Okay, never mind. I thought that was cool. Oh wait. Oh, I forgot I got. Oh, I forgot I got Arnacudo too. Oh, I forgot about that. I don't have Moltres. Yeah, Moltres was the Firebird, right? Yeah, Moltres,
Yeah.
Zapdos. Yeah, I don't have Moltres yet.
Remember the Pokemon rap. It'll serve you well in this moment.
Dude, you know I played that in class one day.
Oh, how was it? How did they react?
Not very good.
What do you mean not good?
They didn't. The kids did not like it. I was with eighth graders, and I was like, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what in that very moment made me go. You know what? I'm tired of hearing the TikTok raps. I said I want to listen to a good rap. I don't know if I was like I wanted to play a prank on them, but I said Pokemon '90s rap, and I found it on YouTube on the Pokemon channel, and they all looked at me because now the slang word for old man is unk, and they're like, Coach Dev, you're being an unk. Turn it off.
That's an old what?
Yeah, that's old people's slang for old person.
Yeah.
Jeez, not that old, are we?
Apparently Devin is, so
Yeah.
he's
Apparently
getting up there.
I am. I'm just an unk now to all these kids that I'm supposed to be changing their future. And I'm just like, you know what? I may be an unk, but this unk got style. And I bet you can't name all 151 Pokemon. I can't name all original 151 Pokemon, but we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about you. But they did not like the Pokemon rap song. And I'm like, y'all are lame.
Devin, what's Pokemon number 1?
What's the number one Pokemon?
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
Pokemon
001.
number 1?
Is it Bulbasaur?
It is Bulbasaur.
Yeah, because it goes Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, and then
Mhm.
is Squirtle number 4?
Pull up the Pokedex for this.
I think it's number 4. Squirtle's number 4.
There's Charmander,
And then
Crocodile, Blastoise.
yeah, I think you're right. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, come at me. This unk knows his Pokemon. Come at me.
And you
Say
see,
it.
kids today don't even know who the 3 Kanto starters are.
Actually, I wonder if Yeah, that's another thing in Pokemon Pockets. I pulled Ivysaur, not Ivysaur, Venusaur, but I haven't pulled Bulbasaur or Ivysaur yet, so I can't use it. But I'm like,
That's
how in the
happened
world
to
do I
me.
get Venusaur?
That's happened to me. I can't even use them without the basic cards, so okay.
Yeah, like I just got the out of the shiny booster pack. I just got all the evolve forms for it's the grass starter for Violet Scarlet. The cat.
Scarlet
Meow.
Yeah, yeah, Masquerada, the kitty cat. I just call him the kitty cat because I'm like, you're a good kitty. And then you turn into a ballad or a flamingo dancer, and I'm like, cool, I'm here for it. And you got some OP grass type moves.
Wait, he's a magician though. The
Oh, is
dancer
he?
is the water type one. Water sword.
Oh,
I mean, what
my
I love
bad.
about peacock looking one was whenever you bring him out for battle, the music just works every time. Like because he dances while in idle animation form. So he's just standing there, not literally standing. So he's dancing in place. All the music that just fits right there. Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, it's been a hot minute since I played Violet, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, because I was like, I'm gonna get all 400 Pokemon, and I took a break because I was like, oh, I got Mega Man Battle Network, the old Mega Man game Battle Network.
I don't think I have played that though.
I've got what I've been recently playing is Smash Bros. Because I was like, let me get a new game since I've got a little more free time. And then so I've been playing it. I've been playing it so much.
You guys ever tried Marvel Rivals yet?
I have not.
I'm honestly afraid to try it because I feel like I'm gonna get addicted.
Yeah, that's also my problem. And it's free. Yeah, the
Yeah.
temptation is right there.
I remember playing Overwatch, and then I was really into that, and so I was like, I don't need to pick that up again. I need to get over my addiction. So
Have
Yeah.
you been playing Marvel Rivals? You said.
No, not me, but my friend has. And he keeps sending me memes from it.
I didn't even know there were memes.
oh, Marvel Rival memes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, there are.
especially about Jeff,
Yep,
the tiny.
yep. Draft the land shark.
Listen, we all love Jeff the Land Shark in his Venom symbiote form.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. And I also know there's a meme where somebody was like, all the male characters have cake now, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, I sent you that one.
Okay, you sent me that one?
Yeah, that was one of those where I wonder if he's actually going to check his messages, and then this is how I found out.
All I know is the one you sent me about Wolverine. Wolverine's like, hey, Bob, my eyes are up here. And I'm like, excuse me? And I said, good googly goo. What did they do to Wolverine?
What did they do?
They made him a
Well,
short
he's caked up on a Tuesday afternoon. I know that much.
There it is.
Oh, yeah. But no, I know they just did a new update. Like, they just introduced Emma Frost. So, like,
Oh yeah, that one spiraled the internet everywhere.
what? I don't know. You know, I'm just not a fan of Emma Frost in general. Like, I'm like, okay.
I mean,
In the comics, I'm not the biggest fan of her.
I just people physics, and that's it. That's all for me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, people said the same thing with the Invisible One, but I was like, she's not even that bad.
And
Although,
I've noticed that their white roster is becoming prominent for the girls. I've noticed.
Yeah. I know a lot. I know Sue Storm definitely looks like somebody that would bully people in high school. Oh yeah.
and then Squirrel Girl looks like somebody that would. She looks like she'd be behind the bleachers smoking a doobie and taking care of her pet squirrels. To me, I was like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Mm. I keep seeing fan art of Squirrel Girl. Actually, they make her chunkier than usual.
I don't know about that, but I do know
Excuse
that.
me?
Yeah. Yes. I don't know why I'm this side on the internet. It's my friend who keeps sharing these to me.
I know that the Squirrel Girl is super popular in the cosplay community 'cause it's a more simpler one to make,
Mm-hmm.
and so a lot of people are like making like it's easier to cosplay because it's easier to make with the shorts and all that.
Oh yeah, I guess it's more accessible for her clothes. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Kyle, did Strawberry Streams? We've also just did. Her episode's not coming out until June, but we just did a big cosplayer by the name of Strawberry Streams. Wait, did I say it wrong? Kyle, did I say it right? It's not
No,
Strawberry. It's
he keeps getting people's names wrong, and I'm so proud of Sweet Berry Streams for calling him out on it.
Oh, is it Sweet Berry Streets?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. My brain was like that day. I was like Strawberry, Rawberry.
He kept calling her Strawberry, and I'm like, dude, that's not her name. And she goes, that's not my name. And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, you tell him. Because we had another streamer, and she goes the entire interview, and at the end she goes, my name's not Lori, it's Lauren. And I'm like, yep.
Yeah, trust me. During that editing process, I had to go back and correct it. I was like, Devin, why are you such an idiot? But no, wasn't Sweet Bear Streams? Wasn't she the cosplayer that had like a homemade tail that was like for her Squirrel Girl? I was like this
Ooh.
huge.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. It's like
First
she
I was-
fit. Go ahead.
Sorry, you first.
Oh no, it was like she said it was like it was humongous and it was like what hay bale wire and confetti and stuff.
I think so. It is definitely fairly well made.
I was about to say a while ago that when she kept saying that's not my name. Did she sing the song? That's not my name.
No,
Not my
No,
That's not
no,
my
she
name.
didn't.
It's really funny. It just came
We
in
should
my
get her
head.
back on just to sing. We'll get a collaboration. All the people have been like, no, that's not my name.
it's okay. At least And then at least, and I'll say this in this interview, she's like, "Yeah, my room's like a 13-year-old boy lives here," and she pulled up her mouse pad, and it was like one of those ones where it was the move mouse pad, and I'm just like,
Oh,
whoa.
yeah, I've seen it. It's common here for some, especially for my friends. It's
Oh
common.
yeah.
Well, no, what was funny was I was trying to be funny, and in the episode when it comes out, you'll see it. So when she pulls up the mouse pad, I just put a bar of black soap because I was looking for a black bar. I was like, oh, I don't want to get censored. I don't want YouTube to be mad at us. So I was like, I'm gonna blur this out. So when she goes to pull it up, you're just gonna see a black bar of soap. And so now the
Literal.
running joke for me is the black bar of soap.
What? Imagine it's an actual soap that's color black, not the bar.
Yeah, that's normally what I think, but I'm like, no, I know that's not what he means, but it's what I'm thinking.
Oops.
No, it's literally a black bar soap. Yeah, I just typed in black bar, and it's just gave me a bunch of black bar soaps, and I was like, ooh, now this
So
would
you
be
didn't
funny.
just like make a little black bar pop up?
Nope, it's it's literally a
Literal.
black bar soap.
Well,
You Google, it does its thing, I guess. But okay.
overlapped an image.
I sure did. I was like, bet this works.
At least it's not as bad as looking for the color cyan and it gives you, I don't know, violet or different colors other than cyan on Google.
Yep.
That sounds oddly specific. Were you working on a project for that?
But I've seen it happen to other people. When you search the color blue, there's gonna be one in the results that it's red. Wow. Thanks, Google.
Oh yeah, there was a huge thing where the people are like, I can't believe that this color, and it's like the color won't like pop up right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Google, hey, has anybody's like Google AI kind of been off lately?
How so?
Like, I don't even remember what I was Googling. I was Googling something for work. And you know how how you can go to Google now and the Google AI, I forget what the Google AI is called. Hold up, it's right here. Is it Genie? What's it called? Yeah,
I dream
Gemini?
of Genie.
The
No,
Gemini
yeah,
one?
Gemini. Has anybody's Gemini just been off with results lately?
I haven't
Mm,
noticed. I usually ignore it for the most part when I search something.
Really?
How often has it been? Yeah. I just ignore it. I mean, I see it there, but I tend to not read it as much.
yeah.
I don't
What's your
know.
example?
What did I type? Let me go into my search history. I don't know. Today I just noticed it, and I was like, oh no, yesterday I noticed it, and I redid it today, and I was like, this is off. But like, I love Gemini. I love it because I'm like, give me a result. What did I look up? That's why it's off.
Why?
How? Because I misspelled book an event. I put book an event as one word. That could have done it. Oopsie
That would
daisy.
probably that explains it then.
I made
What?
an oopsie today at work.
So,
Yeah.
is it different from what results you were supposed to be, it was supposed to be?
Well, I had an idea for a future comedy show, so I'm trying to help. I had an idea to go do a comedy show back home, and I know there's an amphitheater, and I was like, I wonder who I can talk to about doing a show at the amphitheater at some point this summer. And I guess my dyslexic brain was like, book event, one
Oh,
word. And Google Gemini's like, dude, I don't know what you're doing, but you need to fix this, bro. I don't even know what you're saying.
even
And I'm a
Gemini's.
supercomputer.
Hold up. Hold. Whoa. Whoa. Is Jim?
I did. Gemini was like, dude, I'm a smart computer and I don't even know what you're saying. Can you be more clear?
I listen. As 10 years of friendship, I still sometimes I'm like, nope, no idea. This is out of my hands. I don't know what this little boy is trying to tell me.
Gemini do the talking though.
Yep,
Even
Gemini's problem.
Gemini.
Listen, Gemini doesn't know what I'm saying. Mark Zuckerberg, who owns Google?
I forgot. I thought it was a group
Tom
of
Google.
maybe Google whoever it is. I don't know.
Google McGoogle, I think.
Not somebody. Oh, I'm about to Google.
It's Google McGoogle. He looks like the Monopoly guy, but instead of his glasses are like the G. Don't look it up. Just trust me, Devin.
Oh my god, he does kind of look like a Monopoly man.
Wait, really?
Kinda.
Really?
I mean, you know
I
what?
swear, if it's not even close.
Kinda. He could be a Monopoly man. He looks like a Monopoly man.
What's his name?
That's a good question. Alphabet Inc.
That is not his name. He doesn't look like Monopoly guy. I am greatly disappointed.
His name is Alphabet Inc. Incorporated. He's just foaming at the mouth. Who's this one Georgian that broke my computer?
Okay. This is a group.
Who is Alphabet Inc?
Alphabet Incorporation. What is his name? Is Alphabet? His surname is Incorporations. What is this?
Listen, we don't shame here.
I'll shame. I'll shame a lot. I broke your supercomputer.
Get good.
Good. I broke your computer.
You're taunting them like it was a video game.
Dude, they'd be foaming at the mouth. Who in Georgia is messing with our computer? Meanwhile, it's just me on a work computer. How to book events, me comedian.
Oh my gosh, it's the Jeff the
That's a meme that keeps spreading everywhere. Apparently.
Oh yeah.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I like Jeff the comic book shark. I like Jeff the comic book shark. He's just in his own little world. Although Deadpool should not have gave him a knife. I'm like, bro, get back your knife.
Deadpool gave him a knife.
Yeah,
It's the comic books. The worst things have happened.
Well, in Marvel Rivals, I know he's got like a Venom skin now, and I'm like, ooh.
Wait, they added it. Okay.
That I do know. Oh man, that was fun. We done messed with Alphabet Inc. I've got them foaming at the mouth because I'm over here like me comedian, me book event, how me book event,
Ooga booga.
booga. Speaking of,
Ooga booga?
yeah, speaking of booga booga. Charisma, I feel like we talked about this last time you came on the show. Have you watched the HBO original series Jellystone?
No, I don't think we've talked about this. I don't
We
think
absolutely did not.
Yeah. I only hear about it. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh,
I don't have HBO Max, by the way. That's why.
That would do it.
oh yeah, that'll do it. They're mine. I was gonna say there's a Captain Caveman that yells booga booga, and I was like, I feel like that was a topic we talked about last time.
It was
No.
absolutely not.
Never mind.
Listen, I think I would remember the first time we say ooga booga on the podcast.
I mean, we say a lot of stupid stuff. I mean, we got handheld, holding hands is icky.
Did you?
Is that the only one you can think of?
No, hold up.
Wait a minute. Are you reading a list off of things I've said on the podcast?
No, I'm trying to remember them all on top of our head because sometimes we'll get bored and we'll start messing
Imagine
with
if
each other.
it's not true that there is a list down there.
If it helps, I called Godzilla a trans man.
Yep, our most famous episode.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we didn't tell you that. Go ahead, Kyle. Go ahead, Kyle.
He's a father. He's not a proud father, but he's a father. So
Godfather.
no, he has a son, and he lays an egg, but everybody refers to him as he. So I was like, oh, he's a trans man. Okay, very progressive for the 50s.
I see.
Yep.
Oh, it's great. We have all the hardcore conservative fans just foaming at the mouth.
I didn't know we had hardcore fans.
Did you actually, go through, I don't know, maybe in social media conservatives that are a little too strong about their, side of things, or not?
I think Devin's just reaching, and I'm really hoping he's just reaching. That is not a fan base I particularly want, so I know that's not a demographic I want, especially with America's recent political climate.
I don't even want to talk about those parts, especially how it gets very sensitive on that one.
Oh yeah, it's a time.
I mean, if we are talking about that, I don't see any difference with that from politics here too much. Well, I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah. We live in the Bible Belt too, so it's like
Right.
super bad. Where it's like, my religion says this, and then if you read the Bible, it says the opposite. That's fun.
Contradictory.
Oh yeah. Welcome back, Devin.
Yep,
Okay.
sorry.
So conservatives.
Sorry. Dude, I forgot to tell Megan that we were sitting down and talking to Charisma tonight. She's like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I forgot to tell you that we were sitting down tonight doing this episode.
I actually told Hannah a couple minutes before it was going to happen. I was like, hey, I'm not coming to bed. And she's like, what? Why not? We got work in the morning. And I was like, interview. So.
But yeah, we have, yes, no. I love it, especially when my dad heard the episode and he's like, Godzilla's a trans man. Makes sense to me.
Oh, we're still talking about Godzilla.
Hold on. Wait. I need a minute. Your dad was okay with that?
Yeah, my dad was like, because like my dad's the biggest Godzilla fan. Because growing up, it was Godzilla and Star Wars, and he's like, makes sense. And he just went about his business.
I'm glad
Listen,
that he's open to that then.
I'm fairly certain your dad is just being your dad and be like, I don't know what you're talking about, son, but I'm proud of you.
Oh yeah, Dad. When he went and saw me in Atlanta, he's
Oh
like,
no.
Devin, does any charisma you missed it? So I did a show. The first time my parents saw me do stand up was in Atlanta, and I think this was like my fourth or third time ever doing comedy. And my dad goes, "Has anybody?" Two things. My dad goes, "Has anybody thrown tomatoes at you?" Don't worry, I'm gonna throw tomatoes at you. And Jay and Kyle here were like, "We will also throw tomatoes in support of you because if your dad brings tomatoes, we will throw them as well." And my dad's sitting there laughing. He's like, "Mary, look, that's my boy."
Your dad was trying to get me to start a comedy career too. He's like, when are you going to be up there? And I was like, when I find out how to be funny. And he goes, well, you're funny looking.
Trust me, my dad's just happy to be here. My dad's just like, "That's my boy." But he honestly, I'm surprised he wasn't like, Godzilla's trans. Makes
yeah.
sense.
Does he know those words?
Yeah, does he?
Yeah, my dad's not that dumb. I mean, I know he's old, but he ain't that old.
I mean, at least he's updated, not necessarily though.
Yeah.
Just updated, yeah.
No, so, and this is where it gets funny. My cousin, who's about 15 years old, okay, he said this too at the beginning of the year. Because obviously my dad told my uncle, and my uncle told him. He goes, Devin. And he's like, Devin, he says, I hope people don't throw tomatoes at you while you go perform. And I'm like, why does everybody think I'm going to get tomatoes thrown at me? Do I have a tomato throwing face?
I'll tell you when you're older.
Okay.
What?
Uh,
Stand-up comedy is something I always find them amusing to me. Never been in live before though.
it's an experience if they're good.
If they're good. You want to tell her what happened to you the last time when you came to me to Atlanta?
Do you want to talk about poop pants?
You can tell them about poop pants because I was in the back and I just hear shit pants.
Oh, no.
So Devin goes up. He goes on. He's probably one of the best people that has performed at this set. And then all of a sudden, this guy comes up there and goes, "You know what's? Hold on a second. I actually do have my. You know what superpower I want? I want the power to shit my pants on command. It's dead quiet, and everybody's just like, what? The joke does not land, and he doubles down and goes, "Yeah, I wish I had the power to shit myself on command." Nobody is like vibing with it, and so it's just like so awkward.
No.
Yeah. So
Joke didn't land.
yeah, and then the second time I went to this comedy club, they stuck me on the very front row. And so I'm just like looking up at the comedians. And it's full of like homophobic jokes. And if I turn my head in the very corner, there's a gay couple with the
Oh no.
saltiest look on their face. And I'm like, and then there's this guy next to me, and he's getting up every couple minutes to get a drink, to go to the bathroom, you name it. He's gotten up for it. All right, so this female comedian comes on and starts making jokes about her period and hands me a tampon. And so I'm just sitting on the front row with a tampon. And a couple comedians later, there's this guy. He's like, the microphone looks like a penis. Could you take it out of the mic stand for me? And I was like, you know what, sure. And then another female comedian comes on, and the guy's finally back. I don't know where this guy has been. He's gone on some magical journey. Who's to say? But he comes back, and this comedian's talking about tampons again, and I'm like, okay. And he goes, "What's a tampon?" And not like quietly, like really loud. And she goes, "Your friend doesn't know about tampons?" And I was like, I have no clue who this man is. I don't know when he showed up. And I just like grab the tampon that I have, and I'm just like, here, this is a tampon. Here, take it. And he goes, I don't need that. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It was a fun time.
It was an awkward. Well, okay, it was interesting. We're talking
Oh
about.
yeah.
But just a side note, if anything, the microphone may look more like a vibrator than a penis. Really.
I don't think that solves that man's homophobia. His unresolved issues.
It really didn't. I'm just looking. And the sad part is that same guy, and I'm the one that accidentally set up that penis joke. I accidentally set Kyle up for failure because the guy was in the back and he was like, who's somebody I can? He's like, He's like, I wonder who I can work in the crowd. And I was standing right next to him. I said, hey, that's my buddy. He can take a joke. Just you can just pick on him. I didn't realize he was gonna make a penis joke, and I was like,
Oh no.
oops.
Yeah. It did not land in the crowd either. I looked over at the K cup and they're like,
They're not amused. Huh?
and it's all I see in the corner, and I'm like, this is not the time to laugh.
I mean, there was also Gay Santa. Now that was a
But
good one.
Gay Santa was very good. He was very funny. He's a regular and did really well. It's better than some of the other gay comedians there that just talked about boofing and carny drug sex. So
Oh yeah, I forgot about that
mm,
guy.
Same Santa.
Atlanta's just a magical place if you ever get a chance to visit.
Oh, I hear
yep.
you.
Just make sure you you don't bring any valuable.
And if you
Why?
go to a comedy club, the homeless population is very bad.
Hey, if you give them a chicken sandwich though, they'll protect your car with their life.
They will, yes. Chick-fil-A sandwiches are very high currency in Atlanta, Georgia.
I was like, hey Hannah, I know you don't want to be here, and I know we're paying for parking, but we got to give this homeless man food. And she goes, why? And I was like, we just have to. He will ensure the protection of our car. He did.
Well, that's good to note. Keep
Yep.
that in mind.
Oh yeah.
What a magical time to be in Atlanta. But Charisma, sorry, got a little distracted here. Have you written any new chapters for your series, Eleanor?
Written. Well, so far there is one in the works. It's still a work in progress at the moment, but it's actually taking a while to do since I think I got mental writer's block at the moment. So right now though, there's an event in the comic website Eleanor is on. It's called Thanksgiving, and right now people, how do I explain this to somebody who doesn't know what ink is? It's like a currency,
Mhm.
but you gain this, so you could give tips to artists with this so-called ink, and either you could buy this ink or play games or get it from ads. That's one way of, collecting ink, and then you just give a bunch of ink to artists like that. From what I experienced with it lately, it's actually fun. Like a lot of very generous people have been giving away ink. 1,000 ink is like, I think, equal to $1. I think so. 1,000 ink is equal to $1. Then if you have like a lot, then that's, or am I wrong? Was it point 0.1? I forgot the currency. But yeah, you get tips on this day, especially if the ad revenue is not so well, because in most comic websites, ad revenue, unless you're very popular, it's not that high. Even on
Mhm.
Webtoon, it's just the same thing. And I have ad revenue active for both websites, and I thought, okay, it's for Webtoons. It took me like maybe almost 2 years to get my money in there, since you need like $100 threshold. It's that bad on the ad rev. But yeah, Webtoons has been fixing more of their way of, earning money in there. I don't know what other plans they have, but so far, yeah, it does take a while. It takes a while to get ad revenue. YouTube, on the other hand, well, that one I that one also. I'm kind of active on my YouTube channel a little bit, so it's actually how do I put this? No, you guys heard of the Nintendo Direct recently or watched it?
Bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there is one game in there in particular that. Oh wait, there are two Nintendo Directs. The one from April and the one from March. So the one in March, they announced this game, which I got really excited for because it's been 10 years since the last installment of that game. Have you ever heard of Tomodachi Life?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Sims but Mii's. Those little cretins. So you get to play.
I was looking at your YouTube.
Yeah, I heard the trailer. Oh yeah, my YouTube channel is full of, me related content, and that's actually what skyrocketed that channel because the kids really love it for some reason. And I
Oh
guess
yeah.
you picked up the algorithm that one year. I remember just posting footage from Metopia, another me game, but RPG.
Yeah.
So somehow YouTube decided all Metopia related content gets boosted in the algorithm. So yeah, I was surprised. Okay, looks like that's gonna be my channel now, isn't it? Although originally my channel is supposed to be for animations more, but I'm
Mhm.
doing that for TikTok. I'm going to strictly put animations on TikTok. That's why the name of my TikTok is different from Carossmo itself, since there had been fans from the YouTube community going to my TikTok looking for me content. Was like, no, it's not here. It's on YouTube only.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, you gotta watch the L&R edits. They're great.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
actually happy that they do recognize LNR, but as me's though, most of them on YouTube. So I was thinking, how
Okay.
do I? Yeah, how do I? No, it's fine. It's just I do worry sometimes for the kids since LNR are adults.
Yeah.
They're absolutely going to talk about a little more serious topics. I don't know if same levels of BoJack Horseman levels, but you guys seen BoJack Horseman before?
Yes.
bits and pieces. I've seen bits and pieces of it.
How?
I just,
How?
It's been out for a while.
I'm just, it's just not appealed to me.
I think it's the art style, is it?
It's I don't know. And I'm such a fan of Family Guy, The Simpsons, like anything adult animation. I'm a fan of, but Horse Jack Bowman just or wait, yeah, words are
BoJack Horseman.
hard.
He'll get there at the end. Don't
Yeah,
help him.
Horse Jack Bowman, the horse actor who basically acts like Charlie Sheen. It just didn't appeal to me, and I'm like, I'd rather watch Brickleberry. I was like, meh.
Well, here's a fun fact for you.
Okay,
Brickleberry was animated here.
really?
Yeah. Well,
Did
in
you
the
happen to work
animation
on?
studio,
So you worked on Brickleberry?
nah. I just hear stories of how their production went.
Oh yeah, what stories did you hear?
Well, I was, they were all shocked that it's an adult cartoon. Well, duh. Not all cartoons are for kids.
So
Silly
maybe
rabbit.
listen, that show. So I've been rewatching bits and pieces of it, and that show for it to come out in like the 20 this,
Hmm.
and God, it was out there. Like especially when Barry the Bear is like beefing with the kid, and he's like, "My God!" And the kid's wheelchair bound. And he's like, "My God, I didn't know how easy this was gonna be," and he just Spartan kicks the kid out the window. I'm like, Jesus Christ,
Mm.
Well, what about Smiling Friends? Have you seen it?
Yep.
dude! I God, the one episode I watched, I was not sober. I
Watching Smiling Friends drunk is a hobby, isn't it?
It's definitely something. I don't know if it makes it better or worse though.
was sitting there, I was like, I'm done for the night because I was like, oh my God. And I don't know, I gotta rewatch it sober, but I was like, dude, this yellow guy and this little pink guy are yelling at each other, and their boss is a giant red finger, and then it just went 0 to 60 real fast. And I'm like, okay, that's enough beer for me.
Wait, Red Finger? Are you sure you're not talking about Alan, the red guy?
Yeah, Alan the red guy. I don't know. Like I said, I was not sober. I was like, what is going on?
That's not their boss.
He's not.
I don't know. Mr. Boss.
Yeah, literally Mr. Boss, the one with the
Yeah.
Wait a
bob.
minute. Mr. Boss is that really creepy old man that's like old and shriveled up, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a really funny series, Devin, if you're not intoxicated.
I
Because you're like, am I intoxicated?
Now I'm
Uh,
curious, what episode is this? What are they yelling about? There's
yeah,
several episodes of that.
I just remember the episode I watched. The purple hair guy had to go to the little purple guy had to go to his family get together, and it was all like Alabama wise, and you had so and so sleeping with this fiance, and then guns were firing. I'm like, dude,
It's the Desmond episode, isn't it?
I was like,
dude, did you start at the very first episode?
Yeah, that's probably the
yeah.
first episode. Yeah, because the story
Huh.
goes like, I think, of course, their job was to make someone smile, and they had to go to this guy. Well, at first they assumed was a child, Desmond, and they found out it's an old man, about to, not live anymore. It's their job to make him smile.
How do
And
I look, yellow man?
oh, that's a different episode. That one,
Yeah,
I think Shrimp.
yeah,
What
the
was his?
Shrimpine is the girlfriend.
And what's the name of the guy again? The shrimp guy.
Don't remember. But no, I one thing I loved about that series is just the random bits, like because TikTok made me get into it, and I'm just like, I need to watch this so I understand the references.
Yeah. One of the first memes I've seen from Smiling Friends was the one with him and Charlie talking about Desmond. Also, he's telling that Charlie was telling Pim that Desmond is a lost cause or something like that. That became a meme for a while,
Mhm.
and people have been slapping the green screen on it and putting it in different scenes. That I think this guy's a lost cause or something.
I just remember a good old time on Adult Swim where we just had the Boondocks and Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. I feel absolutely mixed about Rick and Morty
Yeah,
nowadays. Yeah. I mean, it was fun. Oh, another trivia. See, season one of Rick and Morty was animated here. Season one. Yeah, they outsource a lot of animations here, which
yeah.
also scares me. Yeah, I was like, huh, okay. I didn't know that. Did you guys animate my favorite movie? I was like, okay. They did. They also
They also do
animated
they
what?
also do Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I think in another studio, but not in where I worked at, I think.
Oh,
Hmm.
But my studio that I worked at before also animated Timo Supremo and Gargoyles and Tarzan and Jane. Well, let's see.
Oh, I remember Tarzan and Jade.
And Teacher's Pet the movie.
okay, yeah, Teacher's Pet. I remember. I think we talked about that last time.
Yeah. I think they also animated Goof Troop, the series.
Oh,
Ah,
I was shocked because I saw that we also have a poster for it. Wait, why is this here? Along with Quack Pack, I was like, this was outsourced here? What? I was like, no way. So I was also really happy. Even other movies were animated here, including Lady and the Tramp and The Little Mermaid 3. At least that's what I know.
okay.
I didn't know they made a Little Mermaid 3.
They did. It's like a prequel for Ariel. I was like, okay, we see what Ariel's mom looks like.
I'm not calling you a liar. I don't remember them doing a third one, Little Mermaid.
I know they had the series.
But yeah, the Little Mermaid series. I don't know if it was animated here, but yes, I've watched that one.
Oh, okay.
Is that the one with the sisters?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ariel's beginnings, where I guess you get to know her sisters better.
kinda.
Yeah,
Ah,
the seven. The seven.
oh,
Yeah,
there are
there's seven of them because they're supposed to represent the seven seas.
Yeah.
oh, this conversation. I've learned a lot. Chicken, eggs, Little Mermaid 3. Oh, man.
One more thing I do remember. You guys heard of the 30th anniversary for the Goofy movie?
Yes.
And they made a documentary for it. I was like really happy to see the production, how it went, the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. So have you watched it?
No, I just saw clips of it online, but because I don't have access to it, it's not even available on Disney Plus here yet.
Oh, it might not even be out for the States yet. That's probably. Oh, yeah, that's right. We just had to get. We're about to get. We have to get rid of Disney Plus for a little bit. So I haven't been using it. I've been weirdly enough on a Peacock focused or an HBO Amazon Prime focus.
Yeah, I've been on Crunchyroll. I've started solo leveling. So
There are two things that I remember all of a sudden when you mentioned Amazon Prime. The controversial Has Been Hotel series.
yeah,
I thought you were talking about my TikTok about the boy cake scene from my bid. I don't think I posted that. Did I post that on TikTok? One of
I
my new.
don't know, and I'm kind of scared now.
I'm also scared because of one of my new jokes. I thought I posted that. But yeah, I did. Sorry.
If it's about sitting on cake, I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna leave.
It was. Yeah, that's one of my new jokes. Except
Wait, why?
it was bad. That scene is bad.
Is it almost as bad as your Harley Quinn jokes?
Worse.
Great fetishes.
But it was a fetish, and I'm just sitting in the living room like. And Megan walked in on me like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "I don't know." I'm watching food porn by accident.
Food porn means something different.
Is it different from fetishes?
Happily, yes. It's
Huh.
just really good food that you like looking at pictures of food.
Oh yeah, that could be food porn.
Yeah, that's food porn. That's what food porn is supposed to be, Devin.
Well,
Not whatever you're doing with a cake.
Oh no.
listen. All I know is poor Dewey had to crush that poor cake. Meanwhile, somebody was licking his lips, and I was like, I'm uncomfy.
As am I.
Uh, poor cake, poor me.
Why
I
were
was
you
trying to
watching that?
because I love the TV series, and they were trying to do like they were trying to break into his like super party, and it turned out he was like, I know who you are, and he like locked him in his dungeon, and it went 0 to 60 real fast, and I'm like, oh. But sorry, Charisma, I cut you off. What were the two shows that Amazon Prime reminded you of?
No, just one. Just Has Been Hotel. It's controversial for a reason. I mean, come on, it's about a princess of hell trying to.
Are we talking about the demonic, or are we talking about the con issues?
Wait, there were con issues?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, Kyle, she probably doesn't know about this.
So in the cosplay scene, a lot of the cosplayers for Hazbin Hotel have been like awful, like inappropriate touching at conventions
Oh, that
without
I
consent.
Ugh.
There's one that did basically blackface. Just rude, obnoxious at the conventions and not really respecting the area.
No.
Yeah, that's been like a whole thing with Has-Been Hotel cosplayers at conventions. A lot of them have been dealing with that.
What I did hear was there are live panels for the cast of Has Been Hotel, and of course, some questions asked during the panels were a little too risque or something. Let's see
Oh,
what was. And the worst part about that is a kid was asking something about what did Angel Dust do something quote unquote sexual to quote unquote someone? That kind of question from a kid. So I was thinking you shouldn't be taking your child to this. Isn't there like a rating for this show, like rated 18 or
yep.
something?
Uh-huh. That is almost as bad as the Deku
Deku,
ship.
yeah, the
So
My Hero.
My Hero Academia. Yeah, where they're like, "Hey, do you ship?" They asked the Deku voice actor, "Do you ship Deku and Eri?" And he's just like, "That's a child.
who's
Listen,
asking that?
what? Why? Why would anybody do that?" So the My Hero Academia cosplayers are also very bad at the cosplay scene because they're doing similar things.
We sure did.
Well, we're recording.
Where'd she go?
I don't know, Devin.
That's a first.
I don't know. You saw the message though, right?
What message?
Don't say anything out loud.
Okay. Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Got cut off. What
Okay.
happened?
Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah. But
But
yeah,
yeah,
they were
they were
doing
doing
almost like
almost like
similar
similar
things to
things to
Has-Been
Has Been
Hotel
Hotel
cosplayers,
cosplayers,
where they're
where
like
they're like
being
being
inappropriate,
inappropriate.
except for
Except for they were also
a lot
a
of
lot of
them
them
not
not
wearing
wearing
deodorant.
deodorant.
No, it's going to be that kind of convention, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
They were
they were
like,
like,
"Who's the
"Who's the
smelliest person
smelliest
in the
person in the
cosplay?"
cosplay?"
And a
And
lot
a
of
lot
people
of
were
people
saying
were
the My
saying the
Hero
My Hero
Academia
Academia
cosplayers.
cosplayers.
I mean, wearing
So
cosplay already is hot. I mean, I have I have cosplayer friends. I know the difficulty. But okay. At first, since I did mention I have cosplayer friends, they didn't tell me about this, or at least they don't know about this. I mean, the
this
This
might be
might be
another
another American
American thing.
thing.
probably, but here it doesn't. Well, or at least I'm not aware of how bad it is. But I know that the community here is just as toxic, just not that kind of toxic. Another kind where they slander each other or something out
Mhm.
of really silly things and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But for the most part, they told me, or at least this one cosplayer I know who does get to visit America, he told me he had a good time. Maybe it's just the fandom he's in, so I'm not so sure about the rest. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
not sure because yeah, when they talk about it to me, saying the cosplay community in America is chill. Really? Are you sure? No. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm getting my facts wrong, but yeah, at least that's what they told me when they visited. But maybe it was a simpler time. Maybe I'm not sure. Although that's upsetting to hear in a way that I guess it also has gotten that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
think
think
sometimes
sometimes
it's
it's
just
just
with the
the
cosplayers
cosplayers
themselves
themselves
that
that
cause the
cause the
issues.
issues.
And
And
so
so
there's
there's
definitely
definitely
probably
probably
overlap
overlap
and has
and has
been
been
in
in
the
the
My Hero
My Hero
Academia.
Academia.
But a
But
lot
a
of
lot of
time
time
it's just the
just the
person
person
not
not
really
really
respecting the
respecting the
area for
area
the
for
other
the other
people.
people.
Yeah. Well, speaking of My Hero, yeah, I heard the ending upset a lot of people or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it? I mean, I hear that Deku doesn't end up with anyone. Stays, I don't know, stays as a teacher or something. Was he?
I
I
I
so
thought
I
that was
that
a
was a
very
very
like
like
ending. You know,
ending.
I can
I
see
can
how
see
people
how
are gonna
people
be
are gonna be
upset because he
upset. He
doesn't
doesn't
keep his
keep his
powers.
powers.
He
He
goes into
goes
the
into the
fight
fight
knowing
knowing
that.
that,
But
but
it's a
it's a
really good
really good
fight
fight
scene,
scene, and then
especially in the
especially in the
anime
anime
itself,
itself,
it's
it's
really
really
well
well
animated,
animated,
the
the
colors and all
colors and
that.
all that.
But
But
in the
in the
manga, yeah,
manga, yeah, pretty much
he
he
goes
goes
in
in
knowing he's
knowing
not
he's
gonna
not gonna
keep his
keep his
powers,
powers,
knowing that
knowing
he's
that
gonna
he's
have to
gonna have
risk
to risk
everything,
everything,
and
and
he's
he's
just
just
accepts it,
accepts it,
and
Huh.
it's
and
like
it's
a
like a
test of
test of
him
him
being a
being
true
a true
hero and all
hero and
that.
all that.
Weird. All right. Well, I could see a lot of people upset about it, especially the ships.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I remember years ago the Voltron fandom was also crazy about shipping.
Yes,
yes,
they were
they're
super
super
upset.
upset.
Oh my
Oh
gosh,
my gosh,
what is
what
his
is his
name? They
name?
were
They
upset
were
about
upset
the
about
gay
the gay
character.
character.
He was
He
only
was only
confirmed to be
confirmed to be
gay in
gay
like
in like
the
the
last
last
episode in the
episode in the
last
last
scene,
scene,
and then
and
so they
then
were
so they
upset
were upset
about
about that.
That one was a wild one.
that. Hmm.
Hmm.
There was also, oh man, the Steven Universe fandom is also a mess.
Yep.
Like, I think they bullied an artist for drawing rose quartz skinny, something like that. Almost,
Really?
Really?
yeah, almost to the point of the artist being pushed to, unalive herself. So it's gotten that bad. And I was like, at least she didn't. She survived. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It was it's terrifying to upset this fandom because they are savages when you are not in favor of them. And that's the reason why I stayed away from the fandom even if I watched the show. Or in general, I don't go into fandoms anymore. Hasbin
I don't
Hotel
know.
is like that at the moment.
One
One
fandom
fandom
I know
I know
both of us
both of
were
us were
in,
in,
but
but
because the
because the
toxicity,
toxicity,
I'm
I'm
so
so
hesitant about
hesitant about
talking about it
talking
on the
about it on the
podcast.
podcast.
Oh,
And
And
what'd you say?
what'd you say?
no. Which fandom is this?
It is
It is
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars.
So
Okay.
we're
We're
both
both
Star Wars
Star Wars
fans.
fans.
We
Mhm.
grew up
We
on
grew
it,
up on it,
but
but
the
the
toxicity.
toxicity,
The girl
the
that
girl that
played
played
Rose got
Rose
bullied
got bullied
on the
on the
internet.
internet.
Daisy
Daisy
Ridley
Ridley
had a
had
bunch
a
of
bunch of
issues with
issues
like
with
her
like her
house
house
because
because
people kept
people kept
putting
putting
awful
awful
reviews
reviews
on it,
on it,
Oh.
and thus
and
like
thus like
messed with the
messed with the
property and
property
stuff
and
like
stuff
that,
like that,
and
and
also
also
petitioned to
petitioned
like
to like
make it a
make it a
historic
historic
landmark so
landmark
she
so
couldn't
she
like
couldn't like
renovate it
renovate
like
it
she
like
was
she was
trying to
trying
do.
to do.
And
And
then
then
the
the
guy that
guy that
played
played
young
young
Anakin
Anakin
was
was
bullied to the
bullied to the
point where
point
he
where
almost
he almost
committed
committed
suicide
suicide
and
and
like
like
refuses to
refuses to
ever act.
ever act.
Well, to lighten the mood a little, have you guys seen this Star Wars? Hold on a minute. Let me try to pull that up. I kept this song in repeat for so long. Let me just find the title. Oh yeah, Anakin versus Obi-Wan, but it's a musical.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah,
This
it's
elf
the
films.
metal one.
The middle
The
one,
middle
yes.
one, yes.
Yes, it's the middle one. I love it. I kept repeating that for no reason because why is it so good?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
tried to get that person on the show.
Really?
I got nothing. I
I
tried.
tried.
There's
There's
always
always a new hope.
Maybe connections. I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
We
We
did
did
recently get one person whose episode's already at Jason
Jason
Anthony,
Anthony,
who is
who
the
is the
voice,
voice,
done
stuff for
stuff for
Star Wars,
voice
Oh,
actor
voice
for
actor for Star Wars.
voice actors these days seem to be easily accessible, huh? Or at least I've noticed that.
Devin, do you mean Hogwarts Legacy?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
also
he's
done
also done
stuff
stuff for
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
I didn't
Oh, I
know
didn't
that.
know that.
Remember
We
we talked about it in the
In the
interview.
I don't
I don't
remember.
remember.
The
The
interview was a
interview was a
while
while
ago.
ago.
How long ago?
I mean,
I mean, the episode came out
3 weeks
3 weeks
ago,
ago,
but we needed the interview at the beginning of March. It's been about
No, February. I think it was
I think
the
it was
end
the
of
end of
February,
February,
beginning of
beginning of
March.
March.
yeah,
Almost a month. It's been a month.
long
Long enough around here.
But
Yeah,
Charisma, that's
pretty
much
much
gonna
gonna
wrap up our episode.
episode.
Do you have
Do
any
you have any
last
last
words
words
for the
for
people
the
at home
people at home
before I
before I
hit
hit
the
the
outro?
outro?
Besides, of course, Eleanor can be found in both Webtoons and Tapas, and I also have Instagram. That's all I could actually say for the wrap up, I guess. Any other social medias? I guess Facebook, but people don't really use it that much. I think. Here in the Philippines it is, but I don't know about outside. Yeah, at all.
It's if it's
If
any
it's
of the
any of
social
the social
medias we
medias we
listed off
listed
last
off last
time,
time,
they
they
will
will
still be in the
still be in the
description.
description.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay.
Okay. And as
And as
always,
always,
guys,
guys,
you
you
can
can
check
check
me
me
out
out
on
on
my
my
podcast,
podcast,
More
More
Sports, the sports
Podcast
podcast
for everybody,
as well
as well as our
movie
movie
review
review
podcast,
podcast, Popcorn Bucket,
where we
where
review a
we
new
review a new
movie every
movie every
Sunday.
Sunday.
And also
And also
subscribe
subscribe
to
to
our
our
YouTube
YouTube
channel,
channel,
Incorporated,
Incorporated,
where you've
where you've
listened to the video version of all these awesome episodes, and go watch Charisma's first episode, where we
where we
dive into
dive into
Eleanor and other
other
stuff, and
and
not
not talk
talk about
about
chicken
chicken
cuisines
cuisines
and
and
Star Wars
Star
metal
Wars
music.
metal music.
And hey,
Follow
follow us
us
on
on
Instagram at
Instagram at
Randall
Randall
Bucket
Bucket
Boys,
Boys,
and
and
hey,
hey,
we're on
we're
Twitter
on
at
Twitter
Randall
at Randall
Corporate
Corporate
One, and
One,
hey,
and hey,
we're now
we're
on
now
Blue
on
Sky
Blue
at the
Sky at the
Random
Random
Hour.
Hour.
Charisma, any last words?
I got nothing, but it's been a fun time, guys. Thanks for having me.